Hey.
All right, so let's take our first look at the gas giant of
Oh my
Crusader.
gosh.
This
This is
is
like
a big boy planet.
Jupiter?
Exactly.
Or I mean,
This
okay.
is this is exactly like Jupiter. It is a huge, huge gas giant. So now we're gonna come over here
Can you
and
walk on a gas giant?
no, they're. I mean, in theory, there is a point that would be solid enough to walk on, but you would be long dead before you ever got there, from the crushing pressure.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
they're so big. Okay.
Yeah.
Not me, bro. I
Yeah.
can
No.
handle it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
They're really cool. I'll hang out above a gas giant. That would be lovely. I have no desire to go anywhere near the surface.
Can you feel
I mean, not
your
that there's
ship
really a
pull
surface.
into the gravitation of like big masses, like a sun or?
You can, I suppose, if you were always flying in decoupled mode.
What's that?
Decoupled mode is a way that
It's divorce decoupled mode. Sorry.
yeah. So basically, it's a way to turn off stabilizer motors or engines. So you can be in coupled mode, and you will be locked to whatever elevation you are currently at, with regards to whatever gravitational body you are working in. Or if you're out in space, you could just decouple and drift if you wanted to drift.
What? Wait, so, just curious, but like,
Yeah.
what is the? Why put that in the game? Like, is there a benefit for being able to like turn off decouple mode and turn like as far as like, doing dogfighting or anything like that?
I believe there can be. Some people prefer to fly in decoupled mode when they're fighting, but it's more of a personal preference thing.
That's cool.
And sometimes, sometimes, like if you're in a combat engagement out in space and you are on the run because they say they surprised you and they got your shields down, well, you want to create some distance so that your shields can charge back up, but you want to turn around and re-engage them, but you want to do it slowly and catch them off guard now. So you might go into a decoupled drifting mode and let them catch up to you, but you've spun around, so you're flying backwards now with them coming at you.
Okay, that's awesome. So there's just one more arsenal that you can play in the strategy of ship combat. That is so
One
rad.
more thing you can do.
That is really, really cool. So they just kind of give this to you guys as a feature and then just let you guys figure out what to do with it. You know,
pretty
as
much.
far as the decouple mode and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that is really cool.
So now we are flying. We are around a moon called Yella. It's a moon of Crusader.
Do they have Slurpees here? Because I could go for one.
A
Coke Slurpee.
They might. Here, actually, I just want to get a little view here. This is an appreciation.
Whoa, it's got rings.
Yeah, this is an appreciation for Yella because it's got rings. It's very cool.
Wow.
It's like an icy moon. Yeah,
Dude.
it's got some interesting features. But we're not actually going down to the planet today. Oh, by the way, there's Crusader. That's where we came from.
That's a cool name, Crusader.
Yeah. So right now we are headed to a little watering hole called Grim Hex.
Are you gonna fly through that? Don't do it.
I'm gonna jump to it.
Dude, no, there's those rings. You're gonna kill us. What are you doing? All right. Okay. Wait. What happened?
So we just jumped into the rings.
You really didn't scare me
The
just
rings
now.
are made of asteroids.
Oh, we jumped into the ring.
Yeah. Well, we're just on the cusp of it. But so this is we're gonna approach Grim Hex right now. Grim Hex is a little watering hole for pirates, similar to like Tortuga. You know, Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's right.
So this is this is the place where the outlaws and the pirates hang out.
Will you buy me some rum?
Sure.
Side note, never had it before, but I would try it.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do that sometime.
Is it good?
It can be. It can also be really bad. But that's like anything. Sometimes there's good products, sometimes there's bad product. We're caught in the sunset right now. Watch these asteroids turn. So the shadow from the planet and the sun is falling behind the planet. You can see it right now.
Oh, it's eclipsing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool.
Sorry, I just had to take a moment to appreciate that.
It was cool. No, you could see it just like shadowing.
Yeah. So
that's
now we're approaching Grim Hex, which you can see there's some looks like cables or vines that are going from one asteroid to another.
Can you turn a light on?
I can. We're not close enough for that light to actually be useful yet. I'll turn it on in a moment. But watch this.
Oh, you pinged it. Nice.
Yep. So I can see how close we're getting.
I know you're a good driver, but you really you lose sense of distance.
You really
do.
I
can't tell if we're like a foot away from them or. Okay, now I'm getting a better sense of it.
So I do have my lights on, but the lights don't go very far.
So we're gonna get some space rum.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm getting blasted.
We're not actually going to, but we could if we wanted to.
Darn it!
All right, so we're gonna get ourselves in here.
You do owe me a Slurpee.
I do owe you a Slurpee.
A Coke.
Okay.
Coke. There's Coke Slurpees, right? That exists. That's
a
thing.
Yeah, I mean,
icy.
IRL.
Icy. Okay, yeah. IRL, is that a different planet? No, just kidding. I know what IRL is.
All right, so now we're approaching our landing pad that is in the back of an asteroid.
Whoa.
Yeah. Like, it's just a really cool place to be. You got a planet and a moon, and we're in the rings. We're about to land on an asteroid in a hangar.
Did you have to find this place, or is this
it's all
common
on the map.
knowledge?
It's all on the map. Yeah. When I first started playing this game, this was one of the first locations that I went to check out.
Okay.
Everybody talks about Grim Hex a lot because it's very interesting. It's a rundown station and it's kind of a lawless land, all that fun stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. Went ahead and went into landing mode here. Woo. Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Landed a little too hard there. Let's try that again.
Everything about the design of this ship is creepy. It just screams evil.
Yeah.
just from the design, it looks like like you said, a bird, but particularly not a seagull, predatory.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's called a prowler, so it's certainly a predatory style ship. But all right. So now,
can you start guilds in this, by the way?
Yeah, they're called organizations.
Can we start an organization called the Tiger Sharks?
I already have one, and it's called the Belligerent Honey Badgers.
Okay, that's way better than
the
Tiger Sharks.
Yeah, the Belligerent Honey Badgers, that was a name that Yeti Player 1 and I came up with. And we basically started this organization as a mining and salvage crew that also outsources their talents for the sake of bounty hunting on occasion.
I would so hire you guys.
I know.
Because a honey badger on its own is horrific, but a belligerent one, I mean, you're in deep trouble.
Yeah. We're going to take a look at a little bit bigger ship than we have before. Remember I told you I did some cargo running?
Oh my gosh. What the heck is that? Am I looking at the front or the back?
This is the rear.
No offense, miss.
You want to see the front from the underside?
Dude, it looks like... I've been waiting my whole life for you to ask me that. Hey, it looks like a whale.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yep.
Or like a stingray or something. I don't really have a good sense of what... It is so big.
It's huge. So,
we're talking about the ship, by the way.
Yeah. So this ship is manufactured by a company called Crusader.
Oh, what the heck? Dude, it looks like a commercial spaceship.
Yeah, it's like as if a 747 was a spaceship.
why do you have this? Like, what is it? What?
So
Because I can.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Why wouldn't I?
What?
That's the real
But I mean,
question.
Right. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, you could put like a tank in there or something.
You can
but there's
put
no tank.
you can put a couple tanks in there, bud.
But just danger. There's no tanks in this game, right? Oh, dude,
But
I thought your
Icarus,
feet
there
were gonna
are
get lopped
tanks.
off. Get out of town.
Look at all this cargo space. So much room for activities.
I was just gonna say, do it.
I beat you to it. Ah.
You
All right,
did, you
so
did.
let's close that up now. So this has a rear cargo ramp and a front cargo ramp. Oh, it's closing. Okay, there we go. And you can see it has some like a throat
Whoa.
collapsing mechanic.
Whoa.
Yeah. There
I
we
don't
go.
know why. That's so fascinating to me that they took the time to like make everything turn on with the push of a button.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
So I just want to take a moment to show you that I am inside of an elevator on my ship.
Bro, you're balling.
I'm balling.
This is balling, right?
Yeah, this is the definition of balling. Yes.
Yeah, if you looked it up, it's like,
Yeah.
do you have a commercial spaceship? And then there's a picture of just danger.
So we're gonna explore.
What is-
We're gonna explore for 1 second because this ship just has to be appreciated. This is the habitation room. This is where you have a library and a kitchen and a refrigerator. Yeah, it's not functional at the moment, but there's a little couch there, a TV. This is where the crew would hang out on a long voyage, you know. And then we can go to another room across the back here.
Whoa.
We've got more habitation. Oh, the other one was recreation. I apologize. This is habitation where you actually have beds and desks. So
we
you
need to
can
make our own space game.
Why? We have this one.
I know, but I mean, it's just the fact that someone got to design something like this.
I know.
And then for me to be like, hey, let's make our own ship. I'm just saying.
Remember how I was talking about ship components?
Yeah.
That looks like I believe that's
the router.
Well, I
Is that
believe
Wi-Fi?
that's the power supply, and that is the quantum drive.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Does that have any, like, can you actually work on it? Or is it just like a cool, hey, let me show you the engine?
So that will become a thing. Eventually, there will be physicalized damage for each and every component, and sometimes you will have to make repairs. But they're not. It's not in the game as of yet.
You should chrome it like people do with old school cars.
I know, right?
It'd be
Just
so
chrome
sick.
everywhere. So now we're gonna walk onto the deck.
Oh, you know what this has like a. Have you ever played or seen Mass Effect? What the inside of some of the
does
ships
have
look
a
like?
very Mass Effect.
Sort
feel.
of.
Yeah. So
Which I love their way their ships look.
so
I
this-
remember you. Oh, go ahead.
That's okay. I was just gonna say. So this is the cockpit.
I love that it pushed you forward like that.
Whoop.
I remember you showed me a ship that had a. It was like it was designed by Apple.
Oh yeah, that was. It must have been an Origin ship, probably the 600i or maybe the 890 Jump.
I do like that all of them have distinctly different, aesthetics.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
So here's
Whoa.
the exterior view.
It does look like a whale.
Yeah.
I mean that complimentarily.
So this is called the Hercules C2 Starlifter. It is
Are those-
a heavy cargo ship.
Are those guns?
Those are guns on the top there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're big guns
Dude,
too.
What the freak? They're huge.
Those are laser repeaters, size 5, so they are sizable. They put out some damage.
Oh my gosh. Are there nukes in this game?
Yes, actually there are. There is a variant of this ship called the Hercules A2, and it is a heavy bomber, and it drops size 9 torpedoes, like gravity bombs, and they blow up basically like a nuclear device.
What's a gravity? Is it just
It's,
like moving?
it just falls out of a bomb bay. It's not propelled by anything.
Oh, okay, got it.
All right, so now we're going to leave Grim Hex. Let's go ahead and turn on our lights here so we can see the asteroids around us.
Can you turn them off? And then turn them on?
You want me to do some Morse code?
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I just got to think for
turning things on and off. I think we covered that earlier.
Why. Yeah, we did, but I just, jeez. It's so cool.
And of course, everything has, animated, that's a VTOL engine, animated landing gear.
Oh, man. This is so cool. So the things on the end, are those turbines? Or not turbines, but like thrusters? Or are those the guns? Do you see what I'm saying? Like on the very, very far ends,
like
there's
essentially
two little...
the wingtips?
Yeah.
Those?
Oh, okay, those are
those are thrusters.
Thrusters, yeah, not turbine. Turbine would be like in atmosphere, right? Like a propeller.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So now we're leaving the hangar, and you can see this ship is significantly bigger than the other one.
Big dog.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna navigate us out of the asteroid field here, so I can set it to essentially a cruise trajectory, so I can plot our next course.
Even though I'm not piloting, it feels sluggish. Like when you're pivoting, I don't know if that's me. Like
part of it is the frame rate here is a little bit lower than in other places. So it's just it has the appearance of being more sluggish, but it is a slower ship as well. Also, I'm flying us at slower speeds to avoid asteroids because I don't want to go full force into one of these bad boys and blow up.
Would that cost you in game? Like, what happens if you crash this giant behemoth Herculean ship?
Well, you respawn. You lose the ship until you can file an insurance claim, which takes time and money.
It's real life.
Yeah, it's real life. Yeah, it's adulting in VR. You know, it's. Wait here. Let's get us a little bit of speed. I want to make sure.
Oh, I love that. The sound effects are just.
Sound effects are great. And you have ion trails, and you can see where we left from. And just this game overall is just really, it's stunning. If you give yourself the time to just
look at that.
Sit back and appreciate the visuals.
Dude, take a picture.
Yeah, I could take a little screenshot. Oop, that's the all chat.
With the ship in the background.
Yeah.
Screensaver action.
So this is why I started my initial channel, YouTube channel, to do Stars End videos. It was just, this game is just so peaceful and serene. When you're just flying around, it's beautiful, and it'd be a shame to not have a minute to just appreciate the beauty of it, you know, and then throw some music to it, sit back and relax, and it's great.
That was a question I was going to ask you earlier, is when you're meandering through space, like you get off work, jump on this game, and then you're just kind of cruising to a destination. Is it relaxing? Just kind of be like, you know,
absolutely.
All right, I'm going to just fly around.
Absolutely. It really can be. It can also be incredibly frustrating if you're on a server that's suffering from a lot of bugs and glitches, but that's okay. It's one of those things you learn to work around.
Yeah, I play Skyrim. I mean,
yeah,
I get it. How often are you getting assaulted by like random people that want your stuff?
Oh, it's really not that often. It's pretty rare, but it also depends on where you go and what you're doing.
Does it ever feel like it's like when I want to fight someone, no one wants to fight, and when I don't, someone wants to fight me?
Well, here's the thing. When you do want to fight someone, you just start fighting someone. You don't need their permission.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That being said, this is, generally speaking, a very friendly gaming community to participate in. I always recommend getting somebody's permission before engaging, but, you know, you do you. I can't stop you.
You could start earning a, he's that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You absolutely can. And some people are known for it. There are some streamers that have built a reputation on just starting shit.
Do people not like him?
I've never really actually paid close enough attention to know.
I'm sure there's like streamers that are popular enough to where it's like, hey, I got killed by blah blah blah. Like you're super psyched and pumped about it.
Right.
Or I killed him or her.
Right. But there's some people. There's one guy in particular called Avenger One, and he's known. He basically started a flight school in the game.
What?
Yeah. Like he has an organization that is dedicated to becoming the best pilots in the game.
No freaking way.
Yeah. And so
Wait, so how do
show
you-
up for community events and just dominate shit.
How do you what do you gotta do to? How do I join that?
Oh, I don't know.
Join.
I have no idea.
Okay. You don't. We don't have a guy.
There's a whole protocol. I know that there's a list of things you have to do and accomplish, and certain types of equipment you need to be able to participate.
I'm not saying that you would want to, but could you get in it, like just ship wise? Like, do you think you have the tech and gear to be able to?
Oh yeah,
to
you
join?
don't need anything fancy ship wise. You just need
Okay.
at minimum you need a basic, well-equipped light fighter like a Gladius, which is something that we showed in the first video.
Oh, the stealth looking ship.
No.
Was that the Gladius?
No. Are you talking about the F8 Lightning from earlier in the video?
Yes.
No, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about from the last episode we did. I'm not expecting you to
Oh.
remember it. It was a while back, but
I vaguely remember.
yeah. So there's a lot of ships that are fine. Like they're not necessarily special, but if you're a good enough pilot, you can dominate other people. There's a great lend to skill curve in this game. There's a very high skill ceiling, basically.
If I was playing with you, could I be co-piloting
Yeah,
in the other chair?
you
Sorry,
absolutely
got the
could.
hiccups.
You absolutely could. That's all right. All right, so now we're approaching the Stanton-Pyro jump point. We've talked about some of the other locations within our local star system, but this is part of the way that you're essentially going to connect multiple star systems together.
Huh?
So this will be
Super.
this will be a. I'm not exactly sure lore-wise how they're planning on explaining it, but this will essentially be a wormhole to other parts of the galaxy.
Oh, it was like a gateway.
Exactly.
Like what's it called? What's the TV show that you showed me on Amazon that was amazing?
The Expanse.
Expanse, like, and towards the last season.
Oh yeah, they had the
Oh.
rings.
Yeah, I don't want to like spoil too much. It's just super good show. Once again, thank you for showing me that.
Yeah, no problem. It's one of the best sci-fi
I
series.
started
of all
rewatching it,
time.
by the way.
Oh, nice. I need to.
I'm only on
I'll,
episode 2.
okay, I'd give it another watch. But
It takes a while to get going.
it does. It's a little slow moving.
Whoa, I like the little icon or the little sword with the C.
Oh yeah,
On
the
the
logo
wingtip.
on the ship.
Did
yeah,
you put
that's-
that?
No, that's the Crusader logo.
It's the sigil.
So here we have the essentially jump point station between the Stanton system, which is where we are currently located, and the Pyro system, which is the next star system that's going to be added to the game, hopefully by the beginning of next year. Pyro is going to be a very lawless and pirate-focused type of area. It's going to be a large star system, so there's going to be several planets, several moons, lots of space stations to explore, and essentially, so this station here is the last refueling point before going off into the next star system. So this is going to become a very important anchor point in the game. Me and my friends that play this game are currently have this as our home location.
When you say like this is where you guys hang out before
Yeah,
you
this
go.
is where we hang out. This is where we store
Pillage.
all of our gear and our ships and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and request a hangar. We'll maneuver over that way. You can see a little trail of lights leading off into the distance over there. And that is where they will eventually place the actual jump gate that you will have to pass through to exit the system.
And you said this is coming out when?
Hopefully by the beginning of next year. They just
Okay.
talked about it at CitizenCon. It should be in testing by the end of the month. First wave testing, which they go through, multiple waves of their public test environment, which they have like the Evocati, which is phase 1, and then there's, I think, like 4 or 5 other phases before it ever makes it to the persistent universe.
Dude, I'm just realizing something about this game.
What's that?
Since they haven't really like wrote a lot of lore for this game, it's so easy to like create here in this universe.
Yeah.
I mean, in my channel I do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I have to work within, pre-existing lore, and it just seems here it's like everything. This is just a template. You could just do so much.
Yeah. Well, there is lore to an extent. I'm just not privy to all of it. Like I haven't followed the lore, but there are people that do follow. Yeah. Look, I mean, this ship is really big compared to the hangar. Yeah. I got to be very careful when I move this in and land.
Does the physics get all wonky if you slam into the sides?
It can, yeah. Let's see. So now we're just gonna exit our ship, and I think that's about it for our little tour for the day.
Hey, thanks for taking me all around the solar system galaxy.
We're confined to one solar system called Stanton at the moment. But yeah, we started out at Goose Hollow on Microtech, exploring that wreckage of the Reclaimer. Let's take the elevator all the way down this time, and then we checked out Grim Hex, and now the Stanton-Pyro jump point. And I think that's enough for today.
Okay,
all
right.
Hope you had a good time.
Are you gonna give me that icy? That Coke icy right now. All right, man.
Hold on. Let's see if I can put something in my mouth real quick. I am getting a little thirsty. Nope, game's not responding. Okay, well, par for the course.
Stupid.
All right. Well, I have been Just Danger, and this
Peace,
is
everyone.
Icarus, and I hope you all have a lovely day. We'll see you in the next one.
I hope you have a horrible day.
Aww.
Okay, I have like a semi-okay day. All right, later.
Bye.